following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo! Here I am in dreary, rainy, stormy South Florida. Just got back from LA where they have June gloom. So, I'm following the gloom everywhere. And in that, what an idiot the Pipeman is, because I scheduled the show for 4 o'clock today because I was in LA and I was on LA time. So that's why we have a little delay, folks. If you were waiting, we were delayed because the Pipeman fucked up, okay? But it won't be the first, won't be the last. Here we are, the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio, and I am here with my PipeNuts, and what an exciting show we have. So let's bring them aboard and talk about what's going to happen.
Well, hello there.
Yo, PipeNuts. Let's talk Rebel first. First, Rebel.
Yes.
How come you don't do your hair before the show?
What happened?
How come you don't do your hair before the show? Like you just come up like you
At least she has hair.
dead.
But you don't even have hair. Shut up.
I'm not used to these headphones on during a show.
Well, listen. I mean, were you faking an orgasm before the show and you didn't brush your hair?
Oh, yes. I was. You caught me.
So I gotta say something, Rebel.
Yes.
Never mind.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead.
We'll save it for later. How about that?
Save it for later. Okay.
I want to know, is the sheet behind you that's your background, is that the same sheet you faked your orgasm in?
It's a blue screen. It's not a sheet. And no.
I never saw a blue screen that had like curves and wrinkles in it.
The problem is it's too big, and the stretching to that's a whole other topic, isn't it?
Pause.
It's larger than it needs to be, but if you fold it behind itself, it doesn't give the right lighting. So I just need a different one. I have a green one on order. I actually have a green screen just like this, but it too is too big.
I just want to say something though, Rebel, and then we're going to move on. But the whole purpose of a green or a blue screen is to have a virtual background behind you, not to see the actual screen. That's really freaking boring. Okay.
I'm sorry, but it's the lighting too. I had lighting equipment on order too.
And then your lips keep disappearing into the background. So my background is because there was a major announcement, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to talk about last week's show. We touched on faking orgasms. We also touched on how watermelon was related to that. And we also touched on the Planet of the Apes, and we said we were going to expand on all of those. So, of course, don't tell Rachel because she missed last week's show. So don't tell her what it's about, okay? Don't fill her in. Just let her go. Let her go rogue, because when she goes rogue, it's kind of fun. I don't know if it's great to use, but it's fun. It's great
Tell them what I thought it was.
Okay.
Show us what she thought it was.
See, I will purposely tell all my co-hosts things either at the last minute or not at all. Mm-hmm. Why? because I'd rather have a real show, like not something scripted. I want to see what human beings really are like. And Rachel, every week, she gives me so much insight of who she really is. Okay, so I want Rachel also to tell her side of the story, because it must be frustrating as fuck when you miss a show and then you see this title of a show that says "Faking an Orgasm While Eating Watermelon on the Planet of the Apes," and go, now what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
I actually asked my my ghostwriter, so who is very clever, and he was like, "Oh, I get it. No, he stuck his ding dong in the watermelon, and he couldn't reach an orgasm, so he faked it because he felt sorry for it later." And I guess he was watching Planet of the Apes, but don't go into that because it could get a little racy. I was like, okay,
Okay, so we know you didn't do your preparation and look at last week's show.
I had my people do it.
I want to see if Juan did his preparation, because he had homework to watch the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the new movie, before this show. Okay. So Juan, tell us how your week went with that.
I was supposed to watch that?
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't it his idea, Rebel, though? Remember?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes,
yeah, see? You can't ever trust the engineers, man. They just
well, the thing is, it's on theaters, so
was he supposed to go to a movie?
You said I was supposed to go watch it, but you didn't give me enough time to go watch it. I've been working all day, every day.
He needs a day off.
So typical. Gonna blame it on me.
Yeah, he needs a day off.
It's the boss's fault, right?
Yes, there it is.
Were you faking any orgasms during the past week, Juan?
I was, yeah.
I'll tell you all
about it in the OnlyFans.
Okay, cool. So show everybody the QR code for the OnlyFans. There it is. QR code that thing, and you'll see content on the Pipeman OnlyFans from everybody except Rachel, because she hasn't posted on there in like 5 months.
I don't know how to do it. It's so complicated.
Complicated? You just upload your freaking picture. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to be in it. I don't get anything out of that. Why am I doing that? I was the only one that was putting anything on there. And it was
wait.
Is it growing? Is it doing anything?
Rebel put stuff. Well, it's not going to grow if you don't put anything on it.
There's more. I put one picture every week. If not,
tell us about your pictures, Rebel. Why should I come to the Pipeman OnlyFans? Like, I'm coming there to see Rachel spread her legs, and then next thing I know,
spread my legs. Stop it.
He meant wings.
You know what? I'm going to tell people that, and they're going to go over there looking for it.
Okay, Juan, can you replay every one of our episodes so far in the spot where Rachel spreads her leg? It's a segment of every show.
Yes, we should do a compilation of that.
But it might be more than an hour long.
Speaking of Rachel spreading her legs, let's run that. Let's run that trailer for Planet of the Apes.
All right, here he goes.
Son, your father, he waits.
Much to learn, much to teach. There are dangers beyond our village. What a wonderful day!
Help your father!
I will bring them home. To survive, remember your strength, your compassion, your mercy. Why do they hunt her? She knows the human secrets.
I have a name. May. I know where they're taking your clan.
You chose a human over an ape.
This was a human place.
It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it? The elders did not tell us everything about this world. Nor bend for your king. Never.
Get tickets now.
Well, that took about 5 minutes.
I know, right? But it is one of my favorite movies.
Bless you.
However, that was a cough. I
I
didn't
know,
hit
I
the
didn't-
cough button.
I'm fucking
Okay? Why do people say bless you when people cough? That's what I want to know. Is it because
Who doesn't
you
want to
don't
bless
know?
you?
Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah,
So
start out with your anti-
here's where everything all pulls together. Okay, so that part where he falls and gets up and he goes, ugh, that was his last fake orgasm before his family left him. Okay. And so now the other thing is too, is we're going to talk what we talked about last week. What we're going to talk about is people don't really know the meaning of that movie. And as you saw in there, what does it talk about? It talks about people and the elders, kind of like how they describe our presence, because they're beyond elders, and
Age-wise.
and so this is why Pipeman needs to run for prez, because the elders are not telling us the truth at all. Maybe it's good for us, maybe it's not. Okay, and then we have one elder who's convicted of 34 felonies, and then we have another one whose son, you see, they're talking about the son in the movie, who was just convicted of felonies. I think the apes need to take over, really, because humans are a bunch of idiots. Okay, I can't believe in my lifetime I have to sit here and decide whether I vote for one convicted felon or a mother of a convicted felon, and those are my choices. So just vote for Pipeman, who will make sure his whole family are felons, and that'll solve everything. So that we talked about last week too, I think, Rachel, that you missed.
Okay.
But so, and then there was When Harry Met Sally, and that was my grandparents' names, by the way. And I can tell you right now, firsthand, there's no way in hell my grandmother had an orgasm. Okay, so it just didn't happen. And funny enough, she is very relative of today and what we experience today, because she always used to get mad at me if I said she. She goes, "You don't refer to people by a pronoun. Refer to them by their proper name." And what do we do in 2024? Don't call me by my name. You must call me by my pronoun. So
that's ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean,
because and I've seen it happen like in a gas station where like a random stranger talks to another stranger and he's like, "Oh, that's not my pronoun." Well, how is the stranger supposed to know that?
Yeah, it is.
And they just like they start fighting you about it. It's like, well, this is the first time I've seen you.
Hey, listen, I have much respect for people, how they want to be called if I know. But if I make a mistake because I don't know, I'm just saying. If there's a ding dong at the door, I'm gonna call a ding dong a ding dong.
You call me a ding dong.
What do you like about ding dongs, Rachel?
I don't eat sugar. What do you mean?
Do you ding dongs go with your watermelon?
Oh, now here we go. We're gonna talk about. I brought watermelon.
Let's see. Let me see the watermelon. Why did you get abnormal watermelon? Like, you can't just go and get regular watermelon. You gotta go get special designer hybrid watermelon. Is that like a Texas thing?
It's so good.
Okay. So, I would not be turned on by that at all. So yeah, maybe you should continue.
I put salt on it. I got to get it off.
It looks like there's no watermelon. Like it's all just the white part.
Yeah, she just likes the raw part.
I got red one too, but like I don't know. I got
Is
tired.
that true, Rachel? You just like the raw part when you're faking your orgasm?
I don't fake orgasms. I go forever. See, as you get older, you can just go on and on and on. And I got this new boyfriend, and I was like, I went to the doctor a week ago, and I was like, I don't want to kill him. You got to give me something to like eventually hit the mark. Otherwise, I'm going to kill this guy. And I did. Anyway, but I did get this stuff at the doctor's office. So I thought, hey, faking orgasms. This stuff is called libido stim. It's not a prescription, but it's, I think it's all like healthy stuff. It's got something in there called like horny something.
It's everything. It's everything the
of course you would know.
Triple letter agency didn't approve, which means it's probably good for you.
I've been doing all sorts of good for you stuff this week.
So are you saying that eating watermelon while faking an orgasm is not good for you?
You can do whatever you want. You stay in your lane.
Rebel, let's see what your idea of faking an orgasm with watermelon is.
Okay, here we go.
Why do you sound like a baby?
Not only that, but the facial expressions she's making looks like Chucky's granddaughter.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to do it with diced watermelon. You're supposed to use the whole watermelon.
So here we have two women on the show pretending to fake an orgasm while eating watermelon. And now we know why men might go to the other side.
The dark side?
I wouldn't call it the dark side. Let's call it the colorful side. It's not the dark side. It's the colorful side.
The rainbow side?
Something like that, yeah. Because right there, that's the reason old men need Viagra. Both of those, whatever you guys just did there, that should be an ad for Viagra, because I'll tell you what, I didn't need Viagra before this show, but now I do.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad to help.
So, is that a blue screen behind you or a blue pill? That's what you should do, Rebel. Just have a big blue pill behind you. Yeah, now I can see it's blue. It looked purple before.
No, I have purple. I have black. I wore black last week.
Oh yeah. And
in order for faking, I had the blue. Go with the blue. What can last?
Are your nipples? Are your nipples that color? Because you're supposed to. I saw this on TikTok. You're supposed to match your lipstick with your nipples. So like I was in the store at CVS, I had to pull my tit out and everything. I was just like, does that match? Asking the people that work there, can you help me, please? I need help over here. Does this match?
Could you imagine going into the store to buy makeup and like going into a makeup store? I don't know, on Sephora or something. You go into the store and you just whip out your chest. I need
that's
to
kind of what
this
happened.
color.
Yeah, that's what it's like hanging out with me. I don't know. I need a babysitter. Somebody sits next to me and goes, don't do that.
Yeah, I should try and see what happens.
I want you to try it live on the air, Juan.
Juan, say it right.
No, that costs money.
That's right. Save it
We charge for that, sir.
I wish my name was Juan.
How much is your Groupon, Juan?
It's $1.99.
Oh. No discount? No discount applied?
No, not even friends and family.
Well, fine. Then you're not going to get to enjoy what's behind me, which is Riot Land. Okay, it's so cool. Riot Fest, one of the festivals on the Pipeman Radio Tour, made an announcement today right before a show. I have picked the perfect day and time to do a show because they're always doing announcements like right before the show, so I can do like breaking news.
Yes, too bad you didn't get the time right.
Yeah, but that's what see, people wonder about LA people and call them flaky and idiots and stuff like that. And so I guess it's true when you get there and you hit that smog, it like fogs your brain. Like literally there is a ring around LA, like ring around the collar.
That came back up.
The most environmental state in the country has the worst pollution problems ever, but that's air. They have great water because of my bro who passed away last September, and he was the environmental icon there. Now the place is going to shit. So
I'm gonna go into shit in a minute. I've been doing this cleanse for about a week, and it's supposed to make you shit.
Yeah.
And it's like my friend told me it makes major movement. Be close to the bathroom, and I haven't had it happen. I'm on day 3, so I'm in just. If I have to run out of here, you guys know what happened. I'm going to shit.
Go, Rachel.
You know what's happening right now? That it's not. You know why it's not happening?
What?
Because you're full of shit.
And isn't that crazy? Right?
But no, I want to talk about that. Let's set Riot Fest aside for a second, and let's talk about your cleanse.
Okay.
And I want every gory detail. But before you tell us the details, I just want to say, sometimes we don't want to talk about details, and that's the pipe peeve this week. I had an argument with somebody last night.
Oh, okay? I can't imagine.
Yeah, exactly. And they're asking me about something that isn't it's about somebody else. And I simply said, it's not my story to tell. And then they kept asking more questions, like they're
why are we listening to
like there's an investigative reporter. I'm like, this person doesn't know you. You don't know this person. And why do you need to know their business?
And what does that have to do with other people's business? What does that have to do with details? You're gonna lose me here. Go on.
Because he wanted details.
Okay, bring it back. Oh, I see. He wanted
details.
We want details on this. Let's talk about the detox.
He's asking about private details. So now I'm asking you about private details.
Oh,
I want to know the innermost details of you doing this toxic cleanse and flushing all that shit out of you.
I haven't had the shit. That's what I'm telling you. It hasn't come yet. It's going to come during this show today, probably.
Okay.
That will be my luck.
The rest of the show, you have to turn around with your butt facing the camera so we don't miss it. Okay?
No, please don't.
So, by the way,
I would.
Rachel, you're on this other show that's pretty cool called Movie Reviews and More that is on our other station, K4HD Radio, and also Talk 4 TV.
Yes.
They should have ran that Planet of the Apes trailer. Just saying.
Why?
Because it's a movie, and it's a Movie Reviews and More.
Right.
You didn't wait. You weren't familiar with that your show that you're on about movies is about movies.
Sometimes I'm not, right? Sometimes it's the and more. We go, but you know what? Last night we had a pretty good lineup, and we had it was fun.
Tell us about it so people can see the replay.
You're such an asshole.
That's what it was. That's what it was about. You were just
we had a director on that was really cool, and I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't even remember being on it this morning. I blacked
Directors, actors, writers.
Oh, wait a minute. So I have you on my show as a co-host, and
I'm here.
You have this thing of blacking out during
sometimes.
Shows.
No.
How does that happen? Is that the benefit of the cleanse? Is you don't have to look at other people's shit?
Okay.
Let's do a cleanse.
Okay, all right. Shush. It's a detox cleanse for your liver. I need that, right? Y'all know.
I think you need one for your heart, to be honest.
My heart?
Yeah, it needs a cleanse.
Right after all the okay now.
And now after everything you've been doing for the past months, I think also your orgasm needs a cleanse.
Good orgasms.
Okay, so tell us about the cleanse.
It's you want me to tell you what's in it? You make the soup and you got to eat it for like 4 days, and that's all you can eat as much as you want. But at day 2, you're like, I don't want it. I'm done with this. Yeah. Organic. It's like beets and carrots and onions and lemon and broccoli and oregano and turmeric and bay leaves and a little bit of salt. And you bring it to a boil, reduce it down, and then you eat that for a week. So first day, I was like eating it. I'm thinking, my body likes that. My body's going, thank you. That's good for it. But I'm not loving it. Day 2, I was like, I don't want any more. I don't want any more. And the only other thing you can eat is watermelon with salt because you're losing electrolytes because you're pooping so much. No, I'm not pooping at all. Whatever. So the other thing you can have are the nuts. Y'all know my history with nuts, but they can't be salted nuts.
Wait 1 second. Salt for electrolytes. That makes no sense. Salt is what dehydrates you. Salt dehydrates you.
But you lose your electrolytes when you have diarrhea.
That's true, which was why you might not want salt. Because it dehydrates you
got to replace your electrolytes. Just Google it. All right, don't argue with me. Then you got to get the nuts. The nuts. Does that look like your nuts right there, Pipeman?
Close.
Yeah. So you got to get the nuts, and that was $25 at Whole Foods. Oh, that's all you can eat. I'm doing it.
Are they like edible nuts?
No, there's no drugs in it. So it's supposed to fix my liver. But I'll tell you where this is going wrong. Is at 5:00 every day, I make myself a cocktail.
Well, yeah, if you're doing a cleanse,
I know.
Poison in your body while doing cleanse. You're an idiot. Wait, why do that?
I've been called worse. Thank you very much.
And in the most loving way, because I love you to death, but you're an idiot.
I love you too. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, but how do you what's wrong with you? You can't go 4 days without alcohol. Come on.
Sure. Just haven't.
Is that what you need to move out of Texas? Because why is everybody in Texas a drunk? It can't because Texas is.
I don't get drunk.
State.
I don't get drunk. That's probably because I drink. Because that's why I don't get drunk. I don't know if y'all know anybody that you don't really get drunk. I don't get drunk. And it's funny because I can drink just. And
what
I don't
are you
drink
doing
too much.
over there, Rebel? Rebel's like
lipstick.
Yeah, she's playing with the lip. She's
I
check it out. Let's pull
Rebel.
your titty
Can I
out and
just
let's see.
inform you? You're on a live show.
Yeah. And
Juan,
on a live
can
show,
you give?
check out lipstick.
Can you kind of give your observation of watching all this today?
Do you want to know or later?
I want it now. I want it now.
I wanna know.
I think the audio is fine. The video might be a little distracting.
Oh.
What is distracting you, Juan?
Rebel.
Tell us what about Rebel is distracting you.
All the faces that she's making.
Yeah, she just sits there and makes faces.
I'm very animated.
Are you, Rebel?
Yes, very.
So when you fake your orgasm, how animated is it?
I showed you earlier. I just.
It looks like you're on that toxic cleanse, to be honest, because it looks like you're going to the bathroom.
Here, I can fix that. No more distractions.
There it is.
Oh, I did the bathroom.
So how come when I said you're going to the bathroom, Rachel decided to spread her legs?
Do you want that in the compilation video?
So let's go back to Riotland. Okay, so yeah, they made an announcement with the lineup at Riot Fest. I love this festival. It's always such a cool festival. But they changed the whole thing. You go to their website. It's really cool, riotfest.org. And they show you, and let's show some pictures of the 2 pictures that are rectangular, like my background one. They have a daytime Riot Fest and a nighttime Riot Fest, and they call it Riotland. It's now an amusement park.
Oh, wow. Do you want the daytime or the nighttime?
Let's show the daytime first. That's my background right now. So this is a festival on the Pipeman Radio Tour. Does that look fun as crap or what? Rachel, since you're full of crap, what do you think?
Beck is going to be there. Slayer, Fallout Boy, Public Enemy, Rob Zombie, St. Vincent, Bright Eyes, Sublime. Yeah, this looks like a really good show. Dr. Dog. You want me to keep going? Spoon, Manchester Orchestra, Oliver, Tree, Sum 41, Cypress Hell, Watsatui. Did I butcher that one? Newfound Glory, Something Corporate, Tara Whack, Taking Back Sunday, Lamb of God, Mastodon, Hot Mulligan, Beach Bunny, The Hives. Yeah, it is. You know what? I'm going to be here all day. Do you really want me to read all this? I mean, it's a good show.
Yeah, but do it the New York way. What's wrong with you? I told you to do it the New York way.
Do it the New York way. Sounds very Jewish. Okay. LS Stones, Basement State Champs, Poison of the Well. Guar's gonna be there. Holy shit! I want to go to this. Wow.
I bet you do.
Yeah. Clutch, Rival Sons, Health, NOFX. Is it? That's no. How do you do that one? I don't know them. Descendants, Circle Jerks. I've heard of them. That's cool. Pennywise, the Lawrence Arms Face to Face, Buzzcocks, like that one. Laura Jane, Grace with Catbite. Let's see.
I just interviewed Catbite at Punk Rock Bowling. At Punk Rock Bowling, yeah.
The Dickies. We're just gonna go. Dead Milkman.
I got a story about Danny Elfman. I got a story about the Dickies.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you get through all of them yet?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No,
I think
seriously.
you missed one. I think you missed one.
Who?
You missed Cursive.
Okay.
How about the Hells of Poppin' Circus? Have you ever checked out the Hells of Poppin' Circus?
No.
That is the coolest shit ever. Okay. Yeah. They're this circus of doing all this extreme stuff. It's really cool. You got to check it out. But my 18th birthday party was at one of those like storage places where bands back in the day, punk bands and metal bands used to like practice, you know? And so my birthday party had a bunch of bands there, but the Dickies were practicing next door. They came by too. So that was cool. But, and Newfound Glory, I'm friends with the bassist. They are from here in South Florida, in Margate, Florida. That's going to be way cool. You didn't mention Suicidal Tendencies, one of the best bands.
Oh, yes.
So you messed that up.
I'm sorry.
I like how you said Waxahachie. What was the other one you couldn't say? Something X?
Oh, yeah. What is that? Is it No FX or it's NO?
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Oh my God, it's like one of the most famous punk bands ever, and how do you not know? Don't you know Fat Mike?
No.
Do you know Fat Mike? Hello?
Do you not recognize the universal symbol? This means no.
Yeah, but people that are just listening, they can't hear that. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I said no.
Yeah, no effects is like, they run a lot of different punk festivals and stuff.
Heart Attack Man.
The Exploited, one of my favorite bands. And some of your friends, Rebel, the Co-Defendants.
Some of my friends, the Co-Defendants.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because you're from Louisiana, and I'm sure you have plenty of friends that are felons and have co-defendants. I'm surprised we're not, voting for a president from your state.
Huh.
Maybe that's where I should move my campaign to Louisiana. Yankees in Louisiana. It'll be like my theme. Oh, Sublime.
Oh, that's good.
Sublime. It's so cool because so the son, Brandon's son, of the original Sublime singer's son, is now in Sublime. Rome is no longer in Sublime. So originally what happened was Rome, he was like one of the best, he was in a Sublime tribute band. So he ended up the singer of Sublime, and it was called Sublime with Rome for years. Now it's back with Brandon's kid being a singer. He sounds just like him. That is going to be a killer show. Can you do that again for me, please? And Beck's going to be there. Does anybody know how Beck got famous? He was just playing on a street corner in New York City.
Yeah. I think I've heard that. That's awesome.
They just like found him on a street corner in New York City. That's the American dream. What happened to the American
Find me on
dream?
a street corner in New York City. My dream.
What happened to the American dream where you could find me on a street corner faking an orgasm while watching the Planet of the Apes and eating the watermelon?
Eating a watermelon.
So
I don't know. I think we look at what happened to the last person that had a dream, and we don't want to be that person. So
I want to be that person. I have a dream.
You just don't want the ending of that person. You want to be that person. You just don't want the ending.
I don't know. Lately, like 2020 and forward, I feel like the American dream has turned into the American nightmare, and like we
only
lost
for
our way.
Americans though. Think about it.
Well, no, for the rest of the world, because the rest of the world is following our lead.
No, but see, here's the problem. And when I say only for Americans, you live in America and you have to fight tooth and nail to get anywhere. You come from a foreign country, they're going to hand you stuff left and right, even if you're not legal. They'll put you on a bus, get you off a bus on a sanctuary city. I happen to live in a sanctuary city. That's why I say it. Put you on a bus.
So you're one of those people.
$500 cash. What? No, I was born here.
That's why you know.
Hey, Rebel,
you're one of those
take
people.
your job?
I was wondering where you were for all that time.
I was doing live stage shows, but no.
On the Hells of Poppin' Circus? What freak show do you do? That's what I want to know.
I guess people will have to check that out.
Okay, so Rebel and Rachel, if you guys teamed up and did your own freak show, tell us what it would be like.
Freak show?
Yeah.
All the things that you can eat with Tabasco. Watermelon, let's find out. I don't know.
Have you ever?
I love Tabasco. I can.
With,
you know what?
With watermelon?
I don't know. I've never done that.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna do it. Rebel, you got
Rachel.
Yeah.
So you're a chef, and you're telling the whole world to eat Tabasco on watermelon.
You know, it's one of those things. Like one, it's addictive, right? Like if you put it on one thing, you can put it on anything.
Well, with watermelon, I would say tahini would probably be better.
Well,
I love tahini. I've got that over there.
He's Hispanic, of course. They love.
I am too. I live in a little town in Mexico called Houston.
I mean, it used to be.
Yeah, Texans are the first terrorists.
Anyway,
all of that used to belong to Mexico before the Western expansion.
Facts. Right. What is it you have to say, Rebel?
When you're asking about a freak show that we would put on, are you talking more on the lines of freak show, the television show, or freak show like Barnum and Bailey?
Use your imagination.
I think it should be whatever you. I think it should be whatever you girls want it to be, and I want to hear what your dream freak show would be. What would your dream freak show be? Have to do with apes.
It does not no animals involved. Sorry.
Even if they're talking
anymore, right?
What if they're talking apes?
No. They have evolved to more than that.
I know, right? They let go of the animals in the circus.
Okay, here's a question, Rebel.
Yes.
What would you rather have? An ape from Planet of the Apes or a member of the KKK?
Ooh.
I love it. Let's play this game.
Okay. What do I have to do with this thing? Because if it's anything sexual, I'll go
marriage, kids, everything.
No, it has to be human. Sorry, and bestiality is not my thing.
Okay.
Never.
So, what about if it was anal sex? Which one would you pick?
Well, what are my choices?
I'm gonna go get my toy. This is getting good.
Juan, tell her what she's won. Tell her choices again. Tell
Glad
her
y'all
what
aren't
it is.
asking me these questions.
Between an ape from the Planet of the Apes or a member of the KKK?
Yeah, exactly. Those are your choices.
When was anal sex involved?
Right now.
You know what? I don't think I'd have to fake an orgasm on either one of those. I think that's high. Woo!
Rachel, do you get orgasms from anal sex, Rachel?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to fake it then. Even when it's in the wrong hole, you don't have to fake it. And
it was an ape dressed up as a KKK.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give you your question, Rachel.
All right.
Would you rather?
It's hot.
Would you rather eat watermelon out of your hoo-ha?
My own hoo-ha.
Your own hoo-ha.
That's a dangerous thing because sweet stuff should never go there.
I'm in Pilates, but I don't know if I can eat watermelon out of my own hoo-ha.
Or would you rather it be out of Rebel's hoo-ha?
Rebel's hoo-ha. Rebel's hoo-ha. Rebel. It's a date. We're gonna date.
That was a no-brainer for her.
With the hot sauce.
She's gonna put some tomato sauce on.
So if you and Rebel and a watermelon were in some sexual encounter, describe that to us, Rachel.
Okay. Rebel.
Yes, dear.
Do you like it?
Oh, she didn't even say yes, dear.
She's already ready.
Things are escalating.
She's already saying she wants you to be the
Rebel,
dominatrix.
do you like it hot? Do you like it hot?
It depends on where.
Oh, in the back,
No,
baby.
she means hot
I'm gonna
sauce.
strap it on, and we're gonna get going with this. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on it.
Mon, I would like to know when you have performed fellatio, have you ever used Tabasco?
No, but it sounds interesting. Although for me, it would be interesting for the other person they might burn.
Wait a minute. Did you understand what he asked you?
Yeah, putting the Tabasco on the hoo-ha and then performing fellatio. Wait, okay, so let me tell you why this comes out, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Nobody knows this, and so keep it to yourself, please. Okay? How I got taught the birds and the bees. Okay.
Oh Lord.
So
do tell.
My father didn't because I don't know, he was too busy banging somebody to tell me. But okay, so two of my brothers told me about the birds and the bees. One of those brothers told me about chunky peanut butter. And the other told me about whipped cream. And the whipped cream was the vanilla version and the chunky peanut butter was the kinky version. And that's how I learned about sex.
Sounds like do tell.
I can only imagine you as a child. It's so confused. I'm confused right now as an experienced sexual adult, and I have no idea what the heck. I
almost forgot. There was a banana involved. There was a banana. There was a banana involved. Okay. Can I tell you about the first time I ever got drunk? Rachel would like this.
This is why food porn is a thing.
Both these things happened at 12 years old, by the way. Okay, so the first time I got drunk, and then, okay, so are you ready for this? I was lied to, and it changed my life forever. Because one of my brothers told me he lost his virginity at 13. And, brothers, they're very competitive. So it was my driving force to lose my virginity at 13, which I did in the Charles Manson caves. And
with a school teacher?
It had to do with a bush because it was back then. And now bushes scare me. Okay. If I see a bush, I need Viagra. Just saying.
Wow.
But okay. So what happened is recently, like literally a couple months ago, I was talking to his brother and I was telling this story. He goes, "No, I didn't lose my virginity till 17." So I could have saved it a few years, but he lied to me and I had to beat him to the punch. So my losing my virginity was about making sure that I was number one. That's where it all started. I always liked to be like the number one salesperson, the number one this. I had to be number one in the sibling. Say that again.
The first to get laid in the sibling section.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Well,
Yeah.
newsflash, you lost. I was 11.
Okay. See, well, look at that, and that's why she is the way she is. Okay. See that? See how Rachel turned out? Okay. At least I had a banana. At least I had a banana, whipped cream, and chunky peanut butter. Wouldn't chunky peanut butter hurt one though?
Right.
The question is, what did you do with the banana?
Okay, so it's not what I did. Okay, so
Wants to
one
know
brother
that.
told
You
me
figured it all
about
out.
he stuck a banana up the girl's hoo-ha and ate it. And then she put chunky peanut butter on his thingy.
His asshole?
And no,
Oh,
his
sorry.
actual thingy. and basically took it off with her mouth.
She sounds fabulous. Where do we find her?
I know, right? But that's gotta hurt. Chunky peanut butter, like that's gonna cause chafing. I'm just saying.
Wait
okay?
a minute. Oh, no.
How old? And these were 12-year-olds?
Now the question
I don't
is,
know how old they were.
The
okay?
question
They
is,
just-
did she request it to be chunky peanut butter, or was that the only thing available to them?
I didn't get those details. See, again, details, Juan. I'm just trying to tell a story, and you need to know every little detail. Come on
But
now.
it makes sense
Okay?
if you have the details.
Right.
So, okay. So
'Cause that says
then,
a lot about a person.
so then my other brother, so my other brother had first said, I had it backwards. The other brother first said he did and put whipped cream in the hoo-ha. And that's very vanilla, okay? So then my other
Yeah,
brother,
if you want to get a UTI.
yeah,
I know,
my
right?
other brother's like, you think that's bad? And that's when he told about the chunky peanut butter and the banana. Okay, and I can also tell you that my first time in where was it? Amsterdam, I think. Yeah, my first time in
Now we're getting
Amsterdam, I was at one of those shows they have in
What a damn.
Amsterdam, and my wife volunteered me up on stage with this 500-pound woman. Well, she was my wife at the time.
Currently ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-douche. And so basically, she got me up there because this woman was like a 500-pound, ugliest woman you ever saw in my life.
That's
And
not
she
nice.
performed a sex show with me on stage with a banana in Amsterdam.
I like it.
Forget Vegas. What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam.
It needs to.
I also, while I was married, I never would have said this to anybody ever, or public or privately. But since she decided to tell my kids, I'll say it on the air.
Okay.
I also experienced a dungeon in Paris the first time going to Paris.
Yeah,
And
those
that
could be fun.
that dungeon has given me sexual trauma ever since. I am traumatized by what happened, because talking about faking an orgasm, okay, just to wrap things up here, we're down there in that dungeon, and this older dude, because I was like 30 at the time, this older dude starts doing this.
What was that? Oh.
Like an ape, like the Planet of the Apes.
I got
So
you.
my sex club dungeon experience gives me trauma like I'm in the Planet of the Apes. And I really wish I had some watermelon at the time, but I
Oh,
didn't.
Lord help us all.
So with the last 30 seconds, do any of you have a story that can beat that has to do with orgasms, apes, or watermelon?
Nope, surely don't.
Well, there it is. That's this week's train wreck of the Adventures of Pipeman. No sleep from going to LA, and I'll be going and leaving here on Monday for Belgium. So I was supposed to do download, but I had family emergency that I couldn't do download. But I'm going to Belgium to do Grass Pop, one of the biggest, best festivals in Europe. It's the first time it's been on the Pipeman Radio Tour. It's the debut. It's going to be killer. And then after that, we have Hellfest in France. And we have Riot Fest coming in September. I'm going to go to Riotland. Now, from now on, You see, here's what's going to happen. Florida's playing the Stanley Cup. They're already ahead. When they win, they're not going to say they're going to Disneyland. You know, in the Super Bowl, they're like, and you just won the Super Bowl, and now what are you doing? They say, I'm going to Disneyland. Well, hockey players are a little different. Florida Panthers will win the cup, bring it to the U.S., take it from Canada, and they're going to say they're going to Riot Land with the Pipeman. So tune in this week, every week, Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we might be adding some days, so pay attention with more things and more guests, and we got some cool shit going on. So make sure to tune in. Check out all the podcasts on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to podcasts. Go to the adventuresofpipeman.com. Check me out on all the socials. Enter to win tickets for other festivals, and if you enter to win tickets for festivals, I will give you Rachel's private number for a fake orgasm. So thanks for being here with us, suffering through this show. And my pipe nuts, I feel bad for them too. But Juan, you're a great pipe nut, so roll it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.